We are here both to mourn as well, as celebrate the life of a great woman, our friend and sister, Chinyere Asika. I met J. Anthony Ukpabi Asika before I met his wife. Chief Dibuze Chinyere Asika. The circumstance of my meeting Ukpabi was most inauspicious, as I was shopping for an administrator for the newly created East Central State at the outbreak of the Nigerian Civil War. I never thought I would get anyone, much less an Igbo man, who would be man enough or mad enough to consider the offer. You've heard Mr. Ahmed Joda say it all. The name of this young, pipe-smoking, very strong coffee drinker, lecturer at the University of Ibadan was suggested. In fact, I asked for General Obasanjo to go to the university and find out from there if there is any Igbo man that we can consider, because I have considered a lot of people. Somehow, I still did not find somebody mad enough, and convincing enough for me to appoint. So he brought him. He made his search and brought him to me and left us to discuss what he had come for. When I met him, he not only considered the offer, he was ready to start work immediately. I cautioned against it by telling him that if he were my blood brother, even though I can assure you after that he became my blood brother, if he was my brother, I would have counseled him against doing so. However, he ignored my warning. He took up the job against my advice. If I thought Ukpabi Asika was crazy to jump at a position that placed him at cross purpose with his brothers and sisters from eastern Nigeria, who itched to secede from the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I did not know how to place his wife, Chinyere. One had thought she would have dissuaded him from crossing swords with his Biafran brothers. I was pleasantly shocked when, on arrival from Kenya, she, like her husband, plunged headlong into efforts at keeping Nigeria as one strong and divided nation. I would like to thank here our elder, even though I was head of state. He's older than I am, and but one of my very, very special senior civil servant that gave me all the support and all the help to make sure that we were able to have a good country. Ahmed Joda, Thank you very much. You and all your colleagues, permanent secretaries that were there at the time, and also some of the senior army officers that were friends of Asika. And we have General T. White Danjuma here, General Obasanjo, and many others. Let me appreciate the support that you gave Ukpabi, Asika, and Chinyere to make sure that they help in ensuring that our brothers, the Igbos, are with us in order to build a good and a better Nigeria. Thank you very much indeed, and nice of you to be here today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming to really say farewell to such a great lady. I think she is called Inda. Yes, and she's also called Dibueze. And she's also a Mrs. And what is it that she's not called? She's a chief. And what else is it that she's not called? A great, great woman. A great mother of those, my young friends. China, there you are. Inki. And what of Uj? Is it? Shall I say that name that I used to call you? Oh no, I shouldn't. Okay, I'm not to say that name. But Uju and all the members of your family, your wives, your husband, the grandchildren, accept our sincere condolence for the loss of your great mother. But we are all celebrating her life, her great life that had made a great contribution to the greatness of this country. Accept our sincere sympathies, and may she rest in that eternal peace in the Lord. May she rest in eternal peace in the Lord. Goodbye, Chinyere, our dear friend. Goodbye until we meet again. Thank you.